let's do a beat. Let's get ready. I'm doing a 90s. I want to do like a 90s cool tone, kind of like the supermodel-esque. It's kind of like a fake cut crease, like again. Did I do that last time? Except whatever, I'm doing it again. Yeah, I'm starting with the eyes, and I'm using VIEVE shadow sticks. I used these in my last video. They are great as eyeshadow bases or like primer. They're very, very sticky, and I have oily eyelids, so they really hold up. Yeah, you don't have to be precise with these, and that's one of the things I really love about them. You just get such a nice wash of color, like base and color. I used sand in the VIEVE eye wand all over this lid, and now what I'm doing is I'm using hazelnut, and I'm going to sketch out a rough shape of where I want to place my eyeshadow, the darker one, basically. I'm kind of doing a similar shape that, like, as I did in my last video, where there's a wing and then it kind of comes into the crease a little bit, but it does not extend into the inner. Kind of smoky wing. Yeah, that's good. It's good to start. It is Friday, the very last day of May, and you know, it's been an interesting week. I think it's been a positive week for the United States. You know, people need to be held accountable for their actions. He's never actually experienced any consequences. I'm not even convinced he will still, even now with the conviction, experience any consequences. Essentially, I've done this shape, and then this is the VIEVE 90's palette. You know I was gonna use it. And I took Skimp and kind of went over that interior, the lightest inner part. I am now going to take, I want to use Lava Rock from the VIEVE Essential palette. Yeah, I'm gonna use Lava Rock to basically go over where I put the hazelnut eye wand. I think this is a good brush to use for this. This is the Rose and Ben E27. Yeah, I love this little kind of crescent tip. Just know that this is the second video. This is the second time I've ever filmed anything for YouTube, and this is the second video that I'm making. And I still very much feel like I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I'm doing something, and I'm just trying to enjoy myself. I love watching Get Ready With Me's. They're very soothing, and I enjoy watching people put on their makeup. I enjoy hearing people talk about makeup. Whatever. I'm just saying, If anybody ever watches this, just know the reason why I'm all over the place is because I have no idea what I'm doing. And that's okay. It's Friday night. Let me live. I don't know why I'm trying to like defend myself. Nobody cares. That's what I keep telling myself. Nobody cares. Nobody's going to care. Okay. So the only 3 shades that I've used are Skimp and Phase. The two, I guess it's the 2 lightest mattes in the 90's palette, and Lava Rock from the Essential palette. And now I'm going to take a little bit of powder foundation. I'm going to take a little bit of this on one of these fluffy brushes, and I'm going to dust it over the interior. I'm not sure if I want to keep this look entirely matte. I feel like if I'm actually going to stick to the 90's model, runway model, bombshell-esque makeup, then matte would be more appropriate. But there's so many different types of like 90's makeup, and I feel like there are people, like I feel certain there are people who would say, even with the 90's model-esque makeup, no, you've got to have shimmer. There's got to be shimmer or it's not 90's. I don't know. It's like the 90's in and of itself is not a monolith, and there were lots of different trends happening throughout that decade. But I feel like the supermodel look specifically, oftentimes when you look back, like Cindy Crawford's a great example. You look back at Cindy Crawford from like 93, she had like Brooke Shields eyebrows. They were beautiful. They were big, bushy, and just full of life. And whatever. I'm happy with this. I'm gonna do the same thing to this eye, and then I'll come back. We're back. The eyes are pretty much the same. It doesn't look that hot right now. But then again, that's how every cool tone eye look is. Were you going for corpse paint? Were you trying to look like a skeleton? I just want to go ahead and line my lips. I feel like that's gonna give me some motivation to get through this look. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of this Endless Cacao, the Makeup Forever, just on the top and bottom to kind of like contour the lip. I get carried away and I am just lining my lips over and over again, going back and forth between 2 to 3 different lip liners for 10 minutes. There's just something really fun about lip liner. I could use, thematically, I have one of these old Rimmel, it's the Kate Moss Lasting Finish Nudes. Yeah, that's good. I need more lip liner. Can you tell? I'm new at this. I'm new at this. I'm new at YouTube. But I'm gonna figure it out. I really like that lip. This is exactly what I wanted, and I'm feeling motivated. I'm feeling motivated to get through my look now. Sometimes it's like that. You just like, it's like, I don't want to trust the process anymore. I don't trust it. I am actively not trusting. I am suspicious of the process. Moving on. So I am using the VIEVE again because I am obsessed. VIEVE, this is the Modern Radiance Cream Bronzer in Light. And this brush is the e.l.f. contouring brush. It's kind of nifty. This one, this shape is, I think, really good for precision. This cream bronzer is so lovely. I bought the light one because it truly does match my natural skin tone. I know it doesn't quite look like that under this light, under these lights, but I am self-tanned right now, although it's not, my tan isn't the best right now. I'm on like day 5 or 6. Look at me contouring my nose like I know, like I know what I'm doing. I am always, every time there's any kind of nose contour, anything, I just think about Trixie Mattel's nose contour. I'm gonna insert a picture here because it's, if you don't know who Trixie Mattel is, if you don't watch her channel, please stop this video and go immediately to Trixie Mattel's YouTube. Brian Furcus is an absolute gem of a person. He is hilarious and incredibly creative and just so fun to watch. Everything that I have ever seen that Brian Furcus or Trixie Mattel, either if he's in drag or not, has been, everything that I've ever seen with him in it is so entertaining. He, not to mention, he has Trixie Cosmetics, of course, and I feel like that brand, that as a makeup brand, is just so well thought out, and like he knows what he's doing. I really feel like, I mean, of course there are several drag queens with makeup lines, but, and I mean, the whole, like, you know, if you want to trust anyone for makeup stuff, you would definitely trust a drag queen. They know how to paint. They have to. Their livelihood and their performance depend on them being able to paint well, paint for longevity, paint for both in person and stage, and also paint other people, because I mean, there's just a lot of collaboration and community there. So drag queens, I'm gonna say it one more time, drag queens. If you're a fan of makeup, you like beauty content in general, drag queens. I want to do a blush that is a little bit more neutral. So not cool, not a cool blush. We're not doing monochromatic cool. And also in the 90s, like blush wasn't really, I don't know, I don't think people were really doing that. I think I'm gonna start with, this is M Cosmetics Pillow Blush, Pillow Plush Blush in the shade Peanut. They came out with 2 of these last year. I have both of them. I really like the concept. I think that the execution leaves something to be desired. Michelle Phan has, you know, a real vested interest in doing K-beauty-esque things with her brand, and I think that's great. I love it. I think that her brand, I think M Cosmetics was probably my intro to a lot of those styles, like the cushion products. And these little things came with these little finger sponges, and they're great, but they get filthy and they're very hard to clean. And like at this point I've just been buying replacements, but that feels really wasteful. But the whole thing is like, sorry, don't blind y'all. You just press it into the thing and it's kind of like a firm, kind of like a putty almost. And you're never gonna know if you have enough. You just kind of have to roll with it and like hope for the best. And I'm pressing it, kind of try to build some up. And then just kind of patting a little bit, pat, 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 right where I want blush. Or color in general, like cheek color. And I'm still underpainting here, so like this isn't gonna be the final layer or the final anything. I just really enjoy underpainting because, probably because I love the complexion part of putting on makeup the most. So anything I can do to stretch that out, make it more in depth or complicated, it's satisfying to me in some weird way, because it's like I feel like even people who are into beauty more than likely aren't really trying to like make their processes longer just for shits and giggles, for fun. Most people, I think, just want to like get it done and get on with their lives, but this is legitimately a hobby for me. I enjoy the process. I enjoy doing it just to do it. The end look is not, I mean, yeah, like I'm gonna finish and I'm gonna look sickening, but it's not just about the destination. The journey is also very important to me. So let's go ahead and do foundation. I'm going to use the Sephora Best Skin Ever. I bought this because I love the Sephora Best Skin Ever concealer. 11.5p. I have the 11.5p in the foundation. Something about the formula is not, it's not giving what it's supposed to be gave, but I still use it because it's not terrible. It's just not as good as the concealer. It's almost 7. I don't even know why I mentioned mention the time. Time has no meaning on YouTube. I'm aware that this foundation looks too light for me or like tonally off, but I have very warm lights on me, and also again the self-tan situation. All right. Okay, this sponge, this is the Clomana, I think it used to be Chloe Cosmetics. It's a British UK brand. I get these from Beauty Bay. They are amazing. They are the softest sponges in the world. I use some of the Maybelline Age Rewind gross sponge thing on the back of my hand, and then the NYX Bear With Me, just like half a pump, and then I just mix them together on the back of my hand. Oh my goodness! He's the sweetest, cuddliest, most handsome baby meow. Add a little bit more blush. Let's do this. I don't even remember the last time I've used this Real Techniques brush, and it is a good one. So let me take it for a spin. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm going to take some of the Givenchy Prism Libre, and I think I'm gonna do like a little mini bake under my eyes. Let's just see how it goes. I've got my little powder puff. Let's just, is that enough? I hope I haven't made a mistake. I'm gonna set the rest of my face. The few times that I have done heavy powder under my eyes, I just immediately, I look like Crypt Keeper, crusty dusty old lady. I mean, if you're over 35, if you know, you know, heavy powder is not the look generally, but I'm always willing to try new things. It's Friday night. I'm baking under my eyes. What a time to be alive. Okay. While this is doing whatever, I'm gonna go in with the, why am I holding it like this? the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is, I think, the lightest one. Yeah, look at that warmth. That's good. I don't want to overdo it with the bronzer or the blush, but I'm so tempted to. Okay, I think it's time to get rid of the excess powder situation. I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush. I mean, I'm sure on camera this looks great, but IRL, I don't know, IRL, it's, the more I look at it, the more I think, my under eyes do look a little bit dry. They look a little bit thirsty. Whatever. It's Friday night. I keep saying that as somehow that's like my justification for if I look busted. It's Friday night. It's okay if I look busted. And it is. That's true, actually. I think I'm gonna use a combo of some more M Cosmetics. I'm gonna use Magic Hour. These are the Heavens Glow. I'm gonna use some Magic Hour, and I think I'm also gonna use some Baroque. These are both more on the nude side, and I like them. They are shimmery, so it's not for everybody. If you don't like a shimmery blush, I mean, it's not crazy shimmery, but let me use my Rose and Ben. This is the big guy. The numbers weren't off of it, but it was that original blush brush that she came out with. I think it's still the only blush brush. Maybe. I don't know. I don't keep up with Rose and Ben anymore, because I'm not on Instagram that much. On my lower lash line, I just took the VIEVE Hazelnut eye wand and kind of just traced a little bit, and then I took Phase again and kind of smoked that out just a little bit, just a teensy, just a hint. Now I'm kind of thinking about doing this this Makeup Forever Endless Cacao. It's like if I had lip filler. All right, stop yourself. This is like a I am a child. This pencil is not just a lip pencil. It's like, it's for whatever. I'm pretty sure you can use it. Yeah, it's got eyes, lips, multi-use. I'm gonna do a little, like a soft wing with this. So the color of this is so incredibly close to that outside crease color that I'm not even sure if it's doing anything. It is doing something, but not much. I think what I'm gonna do now, a liner brush or a angled brush, and I'm gonna do like a little pat from both. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. Just a little kind of mix of both. Soft. I don't want it to be super sharp, like super sharp wing. Like nothing about this should be super sharp or precise. That's not what the 90s was about. Yeah, that's great. I love it. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Okay, I'm back. Liner is done. So now, really all that's left to do is mascara, and I am gonna do a highlight, and right quick, I'm gonna run some of this, this is Thick It, Stick It, the NYX brow stuff. There aren't many brow gels that I've found to be worth a shit for lack of better terminology. I think that I just have really kind of wiry eyebrows, and if I actually want them fluffed and like sticking up, if I actually want to try to shape them, I need something that has a very sticky glue-like consistency. If I just use either this or the Patrick Ta lamination, major brow lamination gel, these are the two. If I use them, it actually works. I get what I want from my brows. Okay, so that's done. Okay, I'm gonna do my mascara and I will be back. Okay, this is the finished look. I'm very happy with it. The cool shadows are just a really timeless, classy look, I think. Once the mascara is on and the rest of the face is on, it all comes together and it just looks great. Like, this looks great. This is one of my favorite looks maybe that I've ever done. The blend on the shadows is absolutely phenomenal. Go me. I changed my lighting setup and I'm not sure if it's making it better or worse. So I'm really just, we're experimenting. If you feel like you would like to recreate this look or you're interested in doing a similar look, I would like to make some suggestions, because you do not have to go out and buy the products that I used. The VIEVE 90's palette, of course, this color story is immaculate. The shadows are beautiful. They blend like a dream, but this palette's like 50-60 bucks. So I love VIEVE and I was willing to pay it. But if you do not have this palette, don't feel like you have to go out and buy it to do this look. Really, all you need is like 3 shadows. You need a dark taupe or cool brown, you need a light taupe or cool brown, and you need a kind of skin tone, like your skin tone shade, so a face powder. Now, if you have the ColourPop Stone Cold Fox palette, you can do this look. If you have the ColourPop Twilight palette, I know that's a recent debacle, you can do it. This shade and this shade, perfect. And then also, if you have the Natasha Denona Glam palette, you can do this look. Just make sure you use some sort of eyeshadow primer or a good concealer, because I feel like that's crucial for any eyeshadow look that you really want to pop. Any eyeliner, you could just use a black eyeliner. Make sure you smudge it out and top it with some darker, either the dark cool brown or even a black eyeshadow if you've got it. Mascara, you're good. You don't need new things to make this look. It's important to me to point that out because I feel like in the beauty community, overconsumption and overbuying is something that I've struggled with. So I have seen creators like Hannah Louise Poston. I feel like she's great at offering other suggestions and kind of reassuring, like, you most likely already have all the shit in your collection that you need to make this look. It's more about the technique and it's more about the combination of colors than it is the actual products. So I hope that helps. If anybody sees this, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to. It's okay if you don't. I am glad if you've made it this far. I'm glad you watched the video. Thank you. My name is Natalie, and this is my second video. I'm working on it. The end.